This is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning and welcome into the Morning App on 90.5 WASU. You're listening with Josh, Howie, Molly, and myself, Kristen, on this Monday morning.
Oh, it's a Monday. I can definitely feel it. But we have this show and then one more show to close out the semester, and then that's it. That's it for 2017.
But it's okay because we'll be back next semester, 2018, to kick things off with the morning show. Same time, same place, same groove.
Maybe.
Hopefully better groove.
I have several offers standing from other stations, morning shows, you know.
No, you don't, Joshua.
He's going to leave us.
They were like, the morning shower thought, you need him.
Greatest thing ever invented. You're right.
10 out of 10, let's say.
Well, let's get right into the morning shower thoughts, Molly, and hopefully I have them here, and I do. Yay. Okay, first one. Aren't boneless wings just chicken nuggets?
Okay, I've heard this debate multiple times. No.
No?
They're not the same.
Why?
I think it's just chicken nuggets, you can't put barbecue sauce on them like that, like you can with boneless wings.
You literally just dip them.
No, it's different. You do it yourself, but when you get the wings, they're like handed to you. It's different. It's like
they're
a different thing for me. Yeah, they're tossed.
That
And it
doesn't
wouldn't
mean
be-
that they're different, like...
It wouldn't be a
off of.
chicken nugget anyways. It'd be a chicken strip, too.
What?
No, boneless
No.
wings are like circular usually.
Yeah.
Like
What?
kind of.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're like,
are.
okay, they're about the same size as chicken nuggets, so why aren't they chicken nuggets? They're both chicken, check.
It's not a
They're
nugget.
both nugget sized, check.
It's a nugget size, but it's not a nugget.
They don't keep the
can't
same
say
form
that.
either.
They're made differently.
Are they? I think all chicken's made the same.
No.
No.
Other than like fried and grilled, but you know.
No,
because
Josh.
chicken nuggets are like paste, but then the wings are like actually parts of the wings. I'm just gonna assume and trust everybody that it's a part of the wing.
I think she's right.
The wings
actually.
are all feathers.
No. That's a
No.
good point. The wing is a specific part of the chicken that we eat, and then the chicken nuggets could be legitimately anything. We have no idea what it could be.
I like
But
how
it's
Josh said
some
it was,
sort of chicken.
He said it's the wing. It's just feathers. No, Josh, there's
The wing
meat on
is
the
just feather. No, that's
No.
like that. Okay, maybe like the thinnest amount of meat possible on a wing, and then our chicken wings that we eat every single day are like, I don't know, minifigure sized. Like there's a good amount of meat on them, but the wing itself is all feathers basically, except
No.
for a little bit of meat.
There's
Is it
no
not?
way. He's lying.
I mean,
Fake news.
No.
Fake
Okay,
news.
I mean,
This
think
is
about it. You've
over.
seen a bird's feather before. Do you know how thin that thing is? Like, it's paper thin, basically. Maybe a little thicker. Maybe like 3 sheets.
What about like the bone leading
Three
into the wing? That's probably where it came from.
Yeah, but that has no meat either. It's like really
How do you
thin.
know?
I've looked at birds.
Do you like?
I
I was gonna say.
I bird watch on a day-to-day
Honestly,
basis.
I would not put bird watching past your agenda. However,
peaceful.
this is a completely different argument. Now you're starting to argue about wings. The initial argument is a boneless wing a chicken nugget? The fact is, no, it is not.
Facts.
Why though? You can't give me a legitimate reason why.
Because I said so.
He said so.
Wow.
Debunked.
It worked for my
Wow.
mom.
Well, alrighty then. Okay. What if this life that we are living now, what if we think we have past lives because we are living in a simulation and we are written over deleted code?
Okay.
Wait, can you repeat that for me one more time?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't hear that.
What if we think we have past lives because we are living in a simulation and we are written over deleted code?
like we're playing The Sims.
I've never played.
What?
Okay, well,
Are you a
don't know
human?
What you're talking about.
You missed out on middle school.
Literally
And
The
elementary
Sims.
school.
For sure.
No, because now these are just getting wild here. These are not.
do you mean?
This
Yeah.
is nothing that could possibly happen ever.
You don't know that.
I'm very much so, very confident that what we are living in is real life. This is not The Matrix. This is not some sci-fi movie.
Actually proud of you for knowing that reference.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't watch movies. You don't watch movies.
I don't watch movies, but everybody knows what The Matrix is.
This is fair.
You're getting off your equilibrium here with the morning shower thoughts. Now these are just outrageous. These are just.
She threw big words at you, man. How you feel?
Yeah, she was looking at the dictionary this morning.
No, I'm with her on that, though. I don't think there's a simulation. We're living in the real age. This is not The Sims, which you haven't played and you need to play. I'm very sad that you haven't played it. But
Have
need to
you
play it.
have you not played Animal Crossing either?
Ew. What's
Okay,
that?
What?
What?
Never
What?
had
I
an
like
Animal
picked it up like
Crossing in my
once or
life.
twice because my sister and brother had it, and I was like, oh, let me get stung by a bee. That's all I like doing.
Okay, now you're gonna tell me you also haven't played Club Penguin.
No, my brother
Are
played
you
that. I didn't play
kidding
that.
me?
That was a
Oh.
great game.
My siblings played it, but I never did.
Yo, I got banned at Club Penguin, actually. I got
Of
banned
course
for
you
life.
did. I bet I know why too.
Why?
You probably swear, didn't you?
No, okay, look, the
Yeah.
first time I did it, because the other 2 times my friend had my account and he got on my account and did it and banned me for life. So even though it's shut down, I was banned for life.
Wow.
I thought it was still popping.
No, it's they
It's
shut it
definitely
down.
yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's upsetting.
All right, I got another one for you. If a genie granting you wishes says that you can't wish for more wishes, why can't you just wish for more wish-granting genies?
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Wow, I didn't even think about that, actually.
Yeah. right?
Outsmarted
Think that'd work?
everybody.
He finessed.
Or do you
the
think he'd
system.
like turn you into a frog or something?
No, you can do that. I don't think they would.
It's not in
There's
the
nothing they can
rules.
do about it because you ask for more genies to grant you wishes. So that's actually kind of smart. You think about it. You can say, I want 100 genies. And so you have 300 wishes because you get 3 wishes
Couldn't
each genie.
Okay.
That get dangerous though.
Yeah, this is the thing. Now you're devaluing the price of your wish.
Oh.
Also, have you not seen Aladdin? Your genie is supposed to be like your best friend. You don't want more genies. That's supposed to, your genie is your
Yeah,
genie.
I
like,
thought this could get dangerous because you have multiple like genies running around the world, like creating mischief. Like I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's not against the rules, but it's just immoral, Josh. And
Well, if I,
the wishes go against everything that's immoral, like bringing people back from the dead. You can't do that if you wish from a genie.
Yeah, there should be rules to some wishes that you can do because if you're trying to bring somebody back, that shouldn't happen. That should not be a thing.
You can't fall in love.
You
That
can't
was
want a
another
millionaire.
rule.
Love, yeah.
Yeah, you can't make somebody.
I want to be a millionaire.
Yeah, you can wish for that. I
Yay!
think.
I can wish for a bike.
I would wish for puppies.
I'd wish for a puppy.
These are all things you can already have. Think outside the box and get something you can't have.
No, they're things that I can't have because I don't have the money to afford
So
them.
ask for money.
Yeah, but
But-
why do that when you have 2 more wishes? You can literally ask for money and then the extra 2 things.
I would ask for like I'd probably panic and be like, wish number 1, puppy. Wish number 2, puppy. Wish number 3, puppy. And they'd be like, well, all your wishes are gone now. And I'd be like, well, it's kind of okay because I got 3 puppies. I panicked, but I have 3 puppies.
They don't have to give you nice puppies either. They could be like really like mean
All puppies are nice puppies.
and not true. Not true.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
a lie.
I'm gonna have to go back. Yeah, that one's not that true because I've met some gremlin dogs.
There are just some evil puppies out there that will terrorize you, tear your clothes up, tear whatever you give them a little bed, tear that up. And I'm just like, why are you doing this, man? I just want to love you, and you want to tear stuff up. I don't
Sounds like
it.
a personal experience. Huh?
Yeah, I've been there, and it's just, or pee on you the whole time.
Yeah.
Literally, it's one of those. And it's just, come on.
Bark and yell at you. We want real puppies.
Facts.
Well, coming up on the morning show, we got some more articles. We got Molly has some interesting tidbits for us here on the morning app.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU. It is 8:14 on this lovely morning. And how are you guys feeling today?
We're making it. We're
We making it?
thriving. But I feel so good because we only have 2 more days of class after this. So I'm just looking forward till Wednesday comes. And then that's it. Well, we got exams, but
But you won't miss me?
Molly, of course we're going to miss you. I tell you all the time that I miss you. I'm like, oh my God, Molly's here. Yes.
Saw you 10 minutes before. Molly! I just see you.
I literally, every time I see Molly, I have to hype her up. Like, Molly, oh my God, good to see you. Same thing with Kristen and Josh as well. Whenever I see them, I get excited. I'm like,
Hype us up. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, you bring us down. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Can I just like walk out the studio right now? Yeah.
I feel personally hurt by that. And I'm not
I
even
feel
involved.
attacked.
Raise your hand if you feel personally victimized
Raise his
by
hand.
Kristen.
Always.
10 out of 10.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll miss you guys over break.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss everybody.
Maybe like towards the end of break.
Towards the end. No, you won't. You're going to be like, I'm thriving.
Yeah, you're gonna call us up like, talk to me, guys. I need some friends.
No, that's not what's gonna happen. She's gonna call us up. Hey, do you have money?
Oh my God.
I'm starving and have no money.
Can you feed me?
That's the only way we're gonna hear from her.
That's fair.
Well,
or
I-
beer.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be looking at some jobs to interview for when I graduate.
Ooh.
If I can graduate.
Oh
But
no.
yeah,
I'm not ready to think about graduation and jobs.
I know.
It's this like really luminous cloud that is just hovering over you all the time, and it does not go away until even after graduation. I feel like it doesn't go away until you have nailed a job that you feel secure in. But even can you feel
I think
secure
you
in a
might just
job?
still have that cloud the rest of your life.
Yeah.
There's just always some type of cloud.
Yeah.
So.
You're like, what's gonna happen today? What's gonna be happening? Something bad's gonna happen.
Ugh.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I get kind of nervous before interviews sometimes, and I tend to babble and kind of just say some things that aren't necessarily needed to be said, so just rambling. So I found an article that gives you some tips on how to answer something when you don't know exactly what to say. Because I don't know if you guys have ever got that one question that stumps you and you don't want to sound
Like hesitant.
yeah,
too.
hesitant
Yeah.
or uneducated or anything like that. So the first thing it says is to calm down, because I know my anxiety gets me I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
the answer. So they said take a deep breath, make sure you're calm, and instead of saying I don't know or don't say anything at all, just say come back to me later. Let me let this saturate and kind of
Ask me in an hour.
ask me in an hour. Or just like, can I, answer that in a few minutes?
You know what my dad taught me is if you get stumped with a question is to just restate the question, kind of, circle back around through it. And while you're kind of reestablishing what you guys are talking about, you're thinking of what to answer. So it gives you a little bit more time. Not a lot of time, maybe, a few seconds or so, but it does help.
That's how it makes people. You sound smart when you do that. It's like, what's your favorite hobby? Do I have a favorite hobby? I do have a favorite hobby. It just makes you seem more intellectual if you just repeat that.
Yeah,
don't worry,
that's
do
true.
that.
And it's totally fine as well to I think speak what you're thinking, because it shows kind of your thought process throughout it. So don't just sit there and be like, tell them, be like, oh wow, that's a really tough question. I'm glad you asked that though, because it brought me to think about a time when this did happen, and you can kind of buy some time by spilling some of the just jargon.
Just kind of throwing that in there. And then it also says ask questions and then explain what you do know. So kind of like going off what you said, make them know you strive in this area, and maybe don't tell them what you're not good at. But also just tell them how you got there, so they can know your hard work that you put in to get to certain knowledge. I don't know. I just think that's really nice. And also following up with an email. I'm a little too intense in that sometimes with following up, but I think that's key to getting a job. Every job I've gotten, they said it's because I was so persistent with wanting it.
I met this employer one time that said if she does not receive a thank you note within a week, you're out.
Really?
You're not even considered, no matter how great you are.
Like a thank you note or an email?
Either, I think, is what she meant.
Okay.
Just some sort of, hey, thank you for your time of interviewing me. I really enjoyed the process, or anything like that. If she does not receive that, she throws your resume out.
Wow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
a gift basket. Got it.
Gift basket.
Fruit basket, cheese.
Got it.
Yeah. I I don't know. I'm nervous for these interviews right now, so we'll see.
I genuinely enjoy. Okay, I don't want to say I enjoy interviews, but I do I think it's super fun because then you also get to read the company. You're also interviewing this company. Like, don't take it as this one-sided thing. Take it more so as a conversation that you're having with a potential employer. So, like, you want to make sure that you like what they're... I mean, obviously, we're fresh out of college. We're going to take any job that comes our way. But, no, it does give you an opportunity to kind of see what the job is going to be like, see if it is a good fit for you. And if it's not, you can, discuss that. I don't think that that's wrong to do.
Right. And I don't think a lot of people realize that it's okay to ask questions during an interview, too. I think a lot of people, like, for me in particular, sometimes I just get asked questions and I answer them and they're like, okay, cool. But at the end, they're like, you have any questions? And I'm like, I don't think I have any questions, but it's always good just to ask them just in case.
I found, too, what really works well is when you ask them, don't just, it's good to know you're the hours that you'll be working, the pay, maybe some, very specific things. But what I found is really good, because I like to approach an interview as a conversation, is ask them how they got to be where they are today, or ask them about their passion for this. So, specifically, we're in broadcasting. If you show passion for broadcasting and you're like, hey, how did you get to be, program director of whatever? And, I want to see what your take on radio is. And then they are kind of like, oh, she just genuinely wants to know. And I am genuinely just curious. And they take that as, I think, a good thing, just to show your passion beyond just saying, I have passion. Because everyone can say that, but you have to show it. And it's hard to show in just an interview. Yeah,
that's true. Like you were saying earlier, is that, you could be at a company for 3 months or you could be there for 30 years. So you want to get as many questions out to them and try to get as much information on the company as you can. Because you never know. You never know where you end up. So
have you guys ever completely just did so bad on an interview and it and you walked out of there and you're like, well, I'm never going to hear from them again?
I don't think I've had that, actually. I haven't had many interviews for jobs because the bookstore was my first job, and then this job is technically my second job, so I've never really had any crazy interviews. It's always been straightforward and simple. So
that's so nice.
Yeah, but not really, so can't really answer that one.
I've never interviewed for a real job. I've never had a real job. I've done off the books jobs.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody who knows somebody who got you into that position sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. One time I went in and I interviewed with a board. It was a board of 6 or 7 people. And oh my gosh, I just walked out of there and I was like, yep, that did not go. I don't even know if I talked. Did I speak words? Did I say English? I don't know.
I think I remember you telling me about that.
Oh, I know that.
And look, we're trying to be adults, man. And it's just hard, okay? It's just really hard to be an adult. And I'm just thriving at this point in life. So
you're thriving,
actually?
Trying. I think you're thriving. I was like, you just said it was difficult.
No, I was trying to thrive, but
I think we all have those specific tasks where we just cannot get a hold of that one particular thing of adulting. So I know mine is every single morning I try to make myself a cup of coffee because that's what adults do, and I can never make a good cup of coffee. I don't understand why.
You'd think that you'd know what you're doing wrong each morning, or you'd change it around, or you would do something. Don't just keep doing the same process.
No,
if it doesn't work, Kristen, then I don't think you're going to magically get a new cup of coffee.
Hang on. Give her a second. How much cream do you put in here? And how much sugar?
Okay, so I do the same amount of cream and sugar, right?
That's where she's going wrong.
That's not where I'm going wrong.
No, that is where you're going wrong.
Oh.
Just
No,
continue,
because
and then I will edit.
Because every single time it's watery.
Boo-boo, you're not putting enough coffee
Okay,
in.
but then if I put more coffee in, it's too strong. I can't get it right.
Okay, I think you just don't like coffee is the problem.
I mean, I don't.
I think that's the problem. Start making yourself some tea instead with some caffeine in there.
Tea does not have enough caffeine to get me going.
Some tea has more caffeine than coffee does.
Well, I need
Drink a Red Bull.
Drink a Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Have a heart attack.
See, because I can't drink coffee unless I'm in the mood for it, so I'm the same way. I have to be in the mood. I can't drink it. I don't know.
Maybe I'm the only one that's terrible here and just drinks 8 cups of coffee a day to even function.
But please tell me I'm not alone. Is there something that adults can do that you have not gotten a hold of? I mean, obviously we don't know how to do taxes or, get a job yet. But I mean, just little things that adults should know how to do.
I think timing for me, because my time management is just really bad. There is times where it's been spot on, but this semester in particular, my time management's just been so bad. I've just been procrastinating really hard, and it gets to that point, I'm like, oh man, I got to do this assignment one night. And I had that last week, actually. I was up till 3 a.m. doing an assignment. I'm like, why did I do this to myself? I knew the assignment was due the next day, and I still waited till 3 o'clock to finish it. So
pulling all-nighters has been my go-to. At least once a week, I have to pull all-nighters.
I've refused to do that my senior year because junior year I lost so much sleep, and I could tell that I was just
Losing a step.
Oh, I wasn't functioning, I wasn't able to give my best in class the next day. So I always decided from now on I put sleep before schoolwork, unfortunately. But then it has made, like, if I say, okay, I am getting 8 hours of sleep this night, then I know I'm going to have to start my assignment at 5 so I can end it at 10 or something like that and get to bed. So, force yourself to sleep, and then your time management might get better.
Yeah.
I keep having trouble with mail. I don't.
That's like the easiest adult thing.
I don't always remember where the addresses go, if I should put a stamp. Like, obviously I should put a stamp. I forget to put a stamp. I literally just had a letter get back to me. It was a wedding invitation that I sent in, and it came back to me, and they had a giant
stamp on it that says like resend.
Yeah, they had a giant stamp thing that said "Return due to no postage." I'm like, oh, there it is. Like,
you forgot the stamp.
Yes, I forgot the stamp.
Oh no!
And I always forget where the addresses go and what goes first, my name or like the address, and then like it gets squished together. And
your name and address goes in the top left.
I know that.
Theirs
now.
goes in the middle. The stamp goes in the top right.
Okay, we will spend a day teaching you how to properly address a letter.
And I can never get it centered either. Like, I know it's supposed to start in the center, the one part, but instead it just like ends up going all the way to the right, like around the letter all the way. Like,
I will give you this
spacing.
though. That's kind of fair because we do live in a generation that does not send a lot of mail anymore.
That's fair.
So you're kind of getting away with it there. Like checks, I know a lot of people don't know how to write a check. Because we just use debit cards.
I'm stuck.
Are you kidding me?
I know how to write one. Yeah.
That's so bad.
I forget. There's
See?
just too many things to put in different lines
Josh,
and letters
you are
and
so
spaces.
smart. Tell me how you do not know how to do this.
I'm sure if you sat me down in front of a check, I could figure it out.
We're going to do
but,
that. We're
like,
going to.
I don't write checks.
Let's
I use cash.
have a lesson day. We'll all get down, we'll make some coffee, adjust some letters. But coming up next on the Morning App, we will be talking about 4 food groups that technically are not what you would think they are. You're listening to The Morning App. on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
Good morning. Welcome to the morning app. What's so funny, guys?
I love how you say good morning.
I'm wishing the general public a very happy good morning.
Well, you just sound so chipper, and right before the mic opened, we were all stressed.
That's how we always are. We're going to things fall apart.
I hide it very well.
You do.
Well, you know what's
Hi,
not falling
Howie.
apart, though?
Hi,
The
Howie.
weather. It's actually getting colder. It's getting colder. It's 32 degrees. It's going to be a high of 50 today, a low of 37. So it's going to be, the weather's getting lower. It's getting colder out here, and I'm excited for the cold weather and the potential snow coming up this week. So,
You know, I was trying to address you, and
you know,
then Josh
I ignored you. I heard you, and I was like, I don't hear Josh.
and
I don't
you
hear him.
literally just kept going, okay, cool. See how well I'm hiding my sadness right now?
I've never been more uncomfortable in my life than I was in that moment.
Fine, Howie.
I knew he was saying it. I still want to get the weather out. Okay, the people need to know about the
We
weather.
were going to get to the weather.
Well, I got to it. How about that?
Wow.
Got him.
Well, alrighty, moving on. We're about to talk food and presidents. President Trump has a new book coming out, and I think it's from his former campaign manager, and it's called Let Trump Be Trump. And in it, I don't really care about that part. In it, he talks about how President Trump basically has 4 food groups that he has labeled as his 4 food groups. Okay? Like, I guess things he would just live
Wait.
off of forever.
Him or
Yeah.
Trump?
Yeah, President Trump.
President Trump. And his 4 food groups are McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, pizza, and Diet Coke.
Well, is that about as American as it gets?
Yes, it is. So, okay, food groups. So is it like they'll have one drink that they'll do and then like a fast food chains?
Yeah,
and
I think basically this food group would be like what he puts everything under the umbrella. Kristen, you're having a panic attack laughing.
I love you, Howie, but that was a dumb question.
Wait, no, I needed clarity
What
because
he's
like,
saying is, like, that's not actually how food groups work, I don't think.
yeah, that's why I was confused.
So, that's why he's confused.
Wait, I think
Yeah.
we're all taking this different ways.
I think you are too. It's your
I don't think
foods.
any of us are on the same page
I thought
here.
food groups were like your veggies, your fruits, you got your
Yes.
dairy products,
Yeah.
you got your starches.
Yes, but what he's saying is that that's all that he eats
Yes.
is McDonald's, Kentucky Fried
No,
Chicken,
no,
pizza,
that's
and
not
Diet
what I
Coke.
was saying. I was asking like when he's grouping these, he's doing it like one drink, then 2 fast food chains, and then like just
See,
one common.
Now
meal.
you're getting way too specific.
Well, I'm just trying to figure it out. That's all I
Let's
wanna
let
know.
Josh continue, and then maybe we can understand a little bit more.
Josh, take it away.
Get away.
We broke him.
Well, now I don't know. I mean, all I know is that basically on his campaign trip, he ate 4 things. It was McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Diet Coke, and what was the other one?
Pizza.
Pizza. That was basically it. So he basically his food group is anything from those places or in that realm.
Kristen, why are you looking at me like
Basically.
Because it's easy and you made it so complicated.
I like to take things the extra mile that it needs to be.
You're extra.
But he did occasionally have Vienna fingers, which does anyone know what those are?
Those are the
disgusting.
Yeah, those are the little
sausages.
cat food
Oh,
things
my-
in the can.
My
Yeah,
nephew eats those all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? How
Is
could
that
you-
real meat?
It doesn't look like it. It looks like cat food. But
Yeah.
anyway, he said he also occasionally ate Vienna fingers, potato chips, pretzels, and many, many packages of Oreos. So,
Also very
I guess,
American.
I guess those didn't make the cut of his food groups, but I want to ask you all, what are your 4 food groups then? If we're following along the Donald Trump lines, what would be your 4 food groups?
Okay, so I definitely have 4 food groups that I wish I could eat all the time, but I can't afford that lifestyle. So then my realistic 4 food groups are probably much more disgusting and cheap.
Give me the ones you want, the food groups you want.
Chili.
I don't want to gross out the public.
I
Chili?
love chili.
What?
With some sour cream in there.
Yeah, and some cheese. Okay, so chili would definitely be one of them.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you
I
have?
probably got
No,
every-
We
I could
said
do
a
this
food
right
group.
now.
You put one.
So you're telling me that you can only eat for the rest of your life everything under the realm of chili.
We said food group. She gives us one thing. That's it, chili. What?
She has no drink. I don't know what she's going to do to get it down.
Let's just you could break it down into foods. Let's not hate on Kristen.
Thank you.
How can you break that down? It's
I
chili.
really only drink water
There's
or Diet
different-
Pepsi.
do-
So I'm going to say water.
Wawa. Yeah.
Okay, add Diet Pepsi to it. You drink that all the time.
You drink coffee all the time.
I drink coffee, but I
Bad
don't like
coffee.
coffee.
She loves Diet Pepsi.
Wait. We're leaving
She
out the most
does.
important thing, alcohol, but that's okay.
There you go.
Yeah, get rid of water,
There it
get rid
is.
of alcohol, but that's fine.
And burgers.
Burgers.
Cheeseburgers.
I've never, ever seen you eat a burger.
I was about to say the same thing.
Because they're really expensive.
Not really.
Okay, no, here's the thing about the hamburgers, though. I don't like fast food hamburgers.
So
It
you don't
has
like
to be
Five
a
Guys?
bougie
Actual
hamburger.
hamburger.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
That's fair.
Five Guys,
when
no
you-
McDonald's hamburgers, no Wendy's hamburgers. I mean, I need the kind that took an hour to make. It
Okay.
is steamy and it has barbecue sauce on it and little fried onions.
When
fair.
do you ever get one of those?
Yeah, like once in
Because
a blue moon.
because you don't cook.
No,
Yeah.
and I don't have money to buy food.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no.
Fair.
Okay, so burgers and chili. Cool.
Okay. Well, for my group, I guess I eat Chick-fil-A way too much. Chick-fil-A's in there.
You do.
good one.
I eat
That's a good one.
Chick-fil-A a lot, but surprisingly, I have not gotten fat this semester. Which is surprising in itself. Pepsi. I drink Pepsi every day almost. It's pretty
Okay.
bad. I really like Chili's, like the restaurant.
Oh.
Chili's.
Really? I've
What?
never heard of that
You know
from
what?
Love Chili's.
Everybody talks poorly about them, but they've got some great appetizers.
Wow, we found something Molly's passionate about.
Well, everybody thinks I'm gross, and they have these really good appetizers.
Yeah,
They
I
got
don't
the
like
chicken
Chili's.
crispers, man.
I'm talking
They're
about.
so good. I'm like Pam. I feel God in this Chili's tonight, as she said once in the office.
Oh yeah.
So Chili's would be number 3, and I think number 4 would probably be Lay's barbecue stacks. It's a snack that I've recently started to take up, and I love it. So it's basically like Pringles, but it's Lay's Pringles, and it's barbecue.
I'm going to add brownie batter to my food group. I just thought of that. I don't eat brownies cooked. I eat them raw.
Because when she cooks them, she burns them.
Yeah, so, and brownie batter just tastes way better than brownies. Why do you think there's a whole ice cream flavor called brownie batter? It's 'cause it's way, way better. Yeah.
Brownie batter.
Yeah, I love
So
licking the
good.
bowl.
Yep. So brownie batter is food group number 4 for me.
Oh my goodness. Molly, what would you pick for your food
Okay,
group?
you guys are gonna hate on me, but I really like kale. Everybody knows this. I eat it all the time. I love it. It's so good.
Kale is so gross.
You know what? That's a personal problem, it sounds like.
She has plenty, burgers and chili.
2, I love chocolate cake. I love it. Mashed potatoes.
Oh.
And if I could eat, I don't know what about a restaurant. I just like anything Italian.
Okay.
Anything Italian.
That's so true. Okay, honestly, my entire 4 food groups could just be encompassed by saying carbs. I could just eat carbs the
Yeah,
rest of my life.
I was surprised you didn't say carbs or bread.
Well-
I really thought you would.
Yeah,
I
just
love
carbs.
Just
Yeah.
carbs.
Hawaiian rolls.
All right, I got chicken.
Yes.
I had another. I had chicken.
Okay, so his number 1 food group is chicken, but he doesn't know how to cook chicken.
Yes,
I
he
do know how to
does.
cook chicken.
You're like the wing is just all feathers.
That's not knowing how to cook it.
That's a
That's,
chicken wing.
that's knowing what chicken isn't made of. Like, come on.
Oh my gosh.
All
And then
right,
you're like, there's only 2 ways to cook chicken: grilled or fried. There's like 5,000 ways to cook
There
chicken.
is.
and you don't know any.
This is true.
All right, I got chicken, milk, peanut butter, and
Okay,
What?
you know what? This
So
is the most
basic.
boring
Yeah.
thing.
No.
sorry.
You need to spice it
Josh,
up.
no,
All right,
okay.
fine. Let's
I
spice
like
it up.
No.
Let's spice it up. I got peanut M&Ms.
All right.
I got mashed potatoes because I freaking love mashed potatoes. Potato salad. Okay, let's go all potatoes. Potato salad, and I think I'm gonna go tater tots.
What about
Yeah.
drinks? You were talking drinks earlier. What
Yeah,
about-
you don't
no
get any
drinks.
drinks.
Nope.
No
I'm gonna
drinks?
live
I
off of
didn't
all
put any.
potatoes.
You can't. You physically can't.
No, you
Dude, watch me.
totally can live
No
off
water,
all
no?
potatoes.
No beverage of choice?
I like water with lemon. That's my favorite.
She's
drink.
bougie.
There's
She said, I like
water in
with
potatoes.
lemon.
There's water in potatoes because that's how they grow.
I like how she just kind of butted in. She said,
I
I
was-
like water with lime. That was 10 out of 10. That made my day.
Well, we have our favorite Christmas song that we play every single show, and I know you're getting tired of it, but we're not. It's All I Want for Christmas, Mariah Carey.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU. It is 8:46 on this Monday morning, and of course, we're going to be talking about relationships. It's the cuffing season, as the kids say, and some of us are single here on the show, and then there's one person here who is actually in a relationship. You're not going to say any names or anything like that, but somebody here is in love.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. We do a relationship segment every single day.
Definitely the most immature and irresponsible person on the show.
Josh?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Josh, I didn't know you had a girlfriend.
You know
what? I'm ready for that
overseas.
day when Josh gets a girlfriend, because that's just going to be amazing.
I will hound her with questions.
Yeah.
You better be nice.
She even makes you mad once.
She's
I'm going
done.
at her.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm going to have to because... Never mind.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Well, because, you can't go after a girl, Howie. That's terrible.
No, I mean, I'm going to yell at her.
Okay.
Why'd you hurt Josh? That's what I meant.
Don't run after somebody.
No, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I was trying to say, I'm going to yell at her, hurting Josh. Never
What if it
hurt
was my
Josh.
fault?
But, Kristen, quick question for you. So,
Oh, God.
Hey, Howie.
Sorry, let's get back on track here.
so whenever you are with your boyfriend and you want to go on dates, do you try to, save as much money as you can when you go out on dates and stuff like that?
What do you mean, save money? I mean, we definitely do dates where we aren't spending a ton of money, but then sometimes we definitely do splurge on specific dates. So what do you mean, save money?
So you decide that you want to get food, and instead of going out, you decide you want to just stay in and cook, save a
all
little
the
bit of money,
time.
something like that.
Especially when we were both in college. I mean, he has graduated now, so he is in the real world making a little bit more money, and so we do kind of go out a little bit more, I think. But when we were both in college, we cooked together all the time. We even had to spend one night beeping. I don't know if you know what beeping is, but it's basically it's this type of service where you just drive around people. It's kind of like Uber.
Yeah.
So we did that one night to pay for our Valentine's Day date because we didn't have money to do that.
Well, you know what? That's actually really unique. I didn't even think about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think
like
it should
that.
be on the man to pay all the time. It gets expensive.
Yeah, that's true. I think everybody should have some turns to pay for whatever it is. But here are a couple of tips for you to spend less money on dates. And one of those is cooking dinner at home. Another one is splitting the bill. So instead of having one person pay for it, just split it in half and go for it. So whatever it is. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with going Dutch is what they call it. But
Going Dutch?
Yeah.
I remember when we first talked about this earlier in the semester, I did not know what that meant. I was like,
Yeah.
Dutch.
I thought that meant wearing clogs.
I was so confused. You can see how many dates I go on. As you can tell. Another one is splitting a dessert. So no need to buy two of something you already have. Just get one thing.
Wait. That basically happens anyway because one guy buys a dessert, the girl will eat it all.
That's
I mean,
that's pretty fair.
I was going to say, I don't want to split dessert.
Look.
It's
See
like,
this? Look
can I have a
at me over
taste?
here.
Oh, yeah.
We
And then eats the whole
do.
thing.
Yeah, we do split our entrees or desserts sometimes, but honestly, I could probably eat the whole thing.
Yeah, actually, another thing that they said is try double dating and actually splitting appetizers instead of just getting a full meal.
Why are all these dates about eating?
Because we like to eat food. We're Americans, all right?
You know,
we love
another
our
way
food.
you could save money is actually spend time with each other. Maybe go on a walk or something. I don't
worry.
know.
It was on the list. Do things that are free, like going on a walk.
Okay.
Going to a river or something, especially up in the mountains.
river?
A river. I don't know where I was going with that. I was kind of
river.
I was trying to get romantic.
I am.
Hey, girl, you want to
trying.
go to a river or something?
It's just like a little trickling creek or something like that, like very little. Well, here it is.
I mean, okay. Question also: is ordering in cheaper than going out to a restaurant, or do you think it's more expensive?
If you don't get it delivered and you do
Carry
pick up,
out.
because one, there's places that will charge you for the delivery, then you have to tip, which I mean I would tip regardless, picking up or delivery, because that's just who I am.
Yeah.
The greatest one of all, Little Caesars $5 pizza.
Here we go.
I've never seen that before, and I just went the other day. I was
Greatest thing in the
shocked.
world. $5, you walk in, have a pizza there. Don't even have to wait.
Here we go.
Sorry, we'll go back, but
How dare I didn't even know Little Caesars was in Boone until a week ago.
no, we've talked about this before, and I told you that's really the only reason I came here.
Yeah, but I didn't even know what it
Is
was.
that really a date night? Hey, you want to go to Little Caesars?
But
You can
then
make anything a date
you
night.
bring it back to your apartment. You can like watch movies, talk. I don't care. Maybe I'm just a simple person.
It's
and I don't know.
$5
Same.
for a date night. Pizza.
Yeah.
And the best pizza of all.
Get some beer.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry.
I think Kristen just hates Little Caesars.
Oh, she does. Totally. But
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, it's gross,
I'm
for
surprised
sure,
that they're
but-
still in business, to be
out.
honest with you.
Because they're great. Sorry. We'll move on. Get me off of it.
Cut it out.
More tips from Howie.
Well, this time of the year comes with a lot of stress, a lot of holiday seasons rolling around, and so you can kind of, I think it's easy to not forget about the relationship, but you're spending time elsewhere, you're trying to do a lot of things, but I have a few tips to make your relationship actually stronger during the holiday season. Number one is to make your shopping list and then divide and conquer. So what you could do is most people, I think my boyfriend and I have done this before where we will go Christmas shopping together. So I actually don't know if I agree with this, but they say that if you make your list and then divide and conquer, then you'll have more time to spend together. But I think you can also make Christmas shopping a together thing. I don't think that has to be a stressful thing. I mean, for some people, if it is, then divide and conquer and then you'll have more time to relax. But if it's something that you enjoy, I love it. So we do it together.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually, that you can you say, hey, let's go get presents for my mom. Go with me to do that. Help me pick it out. And, yeah, that's a really good way to spend time together.
I am literally down to do anything, and especially if I help the other parents, if they can like me more, then yes, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
There you go, Josh.
I want that strong
Ladies.
relationship with a parent.
Josh wants to help pick out presents for your parents.
Parents love me.
I honestly love helping other people pick out presents,
I do too. I think it's kind of flattering for somebody to be like, hey, can you give your input on this?
Yeah.
I do get disappointed when they don't listen to my input, though, because I think it's really good. I'm I don't even know your parents, but I'm like, oh, yeah, I get that for your mom. Your mom would love that. She hates that. No, she'd love it.
See, because, Josh, you're a dad yourself, so I feel like you have a really good time helping people out with their dads. I think you would do it.
This next one I think anybody could do, whether you're in a relationship or not, is start a new tradition and ditch one obligation. Because during the holiday seasons, there's this huge list of things that you are obligated to partake in, and you might not enjoy all of them, but you have to do them because they're quote-unquote tradition. Ditch one and start a new one that you actually enjoy. And I think that's, definitely a tip that anybody could take, whether you're in a relationship or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have, a tradition that you normally do during the holidays? Do you do anything with your family, or do you do anything yourself during that time?
My family's pretty small, so we don't really have a lot of big traditions. I mean, we do the normal ones, but me and my boyfriend did start a new tradition together. So once that one obligation comes that we don't enjoy, we'll ditch that.
There you go. I like it.
And then last tip for the holiday season with your significant other is to schedule a night on the couch alone. I think this is really important. Me and my boyfriend did this last night, and it's just really nice, because during the holiday seasons, you're rushed. You have a full social calendar going on. Just sit on the couch one night and, just be with each other. You can throw a Christmas movie on if you want.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Actually, just watch Christmas movies. Watch Charlie Brown. That's my favorite. Honestly, I love
the Charlie Brown.
Christmas. You like it?
Love it.
Who doesn't?
What other movies do you like, though? I'm curious, Josh. What other Christmas movies do you like?
Die Hard.
It's a Christmas movie?
Yes,
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Some people really debate this hardcore. I'm on his side with this.
Thank you. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. You got the Grinch, you got Rudolph, you got Frosty, you got... Ooh, there's some good ones. That little mouse one, I always forget. The Night Before Christmas. That's actually a good one.
The Night Before
Polar
Christmas.
Express.
No, that's too adult.
I have barely seen that movie.
That's a great
10 minutes.
I've never seen it in my life.
Yeah, I've only seen 10 minutes of it. Maybe we should watch that together, Josh.
Okay.
Come over. We'll have a date.
Date night. Night on the couch
That's the way
alone.
to spend less money on a date with Josh. But on Wednesday, it's our final date, the final time we're going to be on the morning app this semester. And Dovi Das will be on the show. We'll see you then.